What's up, guys? Hi, and welcome to Uncle Scott's Kitchen. Out on the back deck today, and we're going to talk about some more test results. Did some more cooking in this Le Creuset Alpine Outdoor Collection enameled cast iron Dutch oven. And stick around to the end because there's some good news and some possibly bad news. So we'll get into that here in just a second. What I've done is set up a Dutch oven table. I've put a stand on there. I have lit a chimney of charcoal, getting that ready to go. What we're going to cook here is that Camp Dutch Oven 101 peach cobbler. Very simple recipe, and what I've done here is buttered the inside of the Dutch oven. I'm adding 2 cans of peaches. I'm adding a cake mix to the top, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and some butter. And it's a very simple recipe, very delicious, and I think the first time I helped make this was when I was 10 years old or so, back in Boy Scouts at Camp Camp Jackson back in the day. So lots of people make this cobbler. Normally I make it in a Camp Dutch oven like this guy. This is a Lodge. And I want to see if the Le Creuset holds up. When the charcoal is ready, I'm going to dump that out. I'm actually using most of that charcoal for some cheeseburgers. So I place some coals on the Dutch oven table around that stand. And now I'm going to put the Le Creuset directly on there. So we've got a lot of hot coals underneath. And now for what worries me the most, I'm putting lit hot charcoal directly on the Le Creuset lid. Now I'm going to let this go for 45 minutes. Then I'm going to check it. Very important here, I'm using heat safe gloves. And when you lift the lid off a Dutch oven, you want to go up and over. You never want to tilt it when you have ash and coals on the lid, because you don't want those to slide off down in your food. Not the seasoning you want. And after 45 minutes, it's looking pretty good in there. I'm going to give it another 10 minutes or so. I want to get that top just a little bit more done. So let's go another 10 minutes, and very nice. Now let's go through the upsides and the downsides, the good and bad here. So I gave it a try, and it was delicious. And quite honestly, unless you burn it, it's very hard to go wrong with peaches, cake mix, butter, and cinnamon. Also on the upside, I think the Le Creuset here performed every bit as nicely as my Lodge bare cast iron Camp Dutch ovens. Also on the upside for the cleanup, those coals did not hurt the enamel on the lid of the Dutch oven. Also, this handle here is a detachable handle. It is not cast iron. It was not damaged by that hot charcoal either. I cleaned the Dutch oven up, and it cleaned up nicely. Now let's get into the potential downside. After cleaning, I was looking at the bottom of the Dutch oven, and I noticed a couple of nicks in the enamel. And at first I kind of panicked. Did the charcoal damage the enamel? Did I do something to it? Did I bang it around and chip it myself? I went back and looked at the photos I took of this guy when I unboxed it when it was brand new, and lo and behold, those chips, they're very small, but they were there when I unboxed it. So thankfully, the hot charcoal did not damage the enamel of the Le Creuset. Now, with those little nicks in the enamel, are those a big deal? Is it a big problem? I have put in a support ticket with Le Creuset, and I've sent them some pictures and kind of going back and forth on it. And the latest is that those are on the outside of the pan. They're on the bottom, and honestly, this is a pan that's going to be used on metal grates, cooking outside, etc., etc. It's probably going to get banged around a little bit anyway, but they said they're cosmetic and they don't affect cooking performance, and the Dutch oven should work just fine. So I take it for what it's worth. Those little nicks are no big deal. They're very small, and they're not going to affect the cooking. On the other hand, though, they don't give these Le Creusets away. I paid 240 bucks, and wouldn't you want your new Dutch oven to be perfect? but honestly, it's just too much of a big pain in the rear end to rebox it up and ship it back and get another one. Although I probably could if I made a big enough stink about it. Now we're going to be doing more heat and cooking tests here. The next one is going to be over a live campfire, assuming it's forest fire season here in Utah, assuming I can find someplace in this state where campfires are still allowed. Make sure you are subscribed and have your notifications turned on if you want to see the results of the campfire test on the new Alpine Outdoor Edition Le Creuset. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time on Uncle Scott's Kitchen.